So birds are everywhere, and so they're really neat to be able to study and easy for people to look at. Today we're doing part of a long-term national study called MAPS, Monitoring Avian Productivity and Survivorship. And we catch birds and put bands on them and take body measurements. And then if we catch them again, we can see how much they've grown, we know how long they live, and we can find out lots of information about birds and bird populations. But learning to identify birds is a fun thing to do, and you can do it anywhere. And there are several things you can look for to help you identify birds. The first one is size. Most people know what a sparrow is, or a robin, or a crow. So you can decide, is it sparrow-sized, is it crow-sized, is it robin-sized, and that gives you a starting point. Size can be tricky though, because when they're far away, they look a little different. Another thing to look at is the shape of the bird. And so in this case, for example, you've got kind of a long beak. He keeps biting me. But a long beak, it's pointed on the end, most of them are, but this one is kind of thick as well. So this likes to eat seeds. He also has this crest on top of his head and a long tail. So that helps identify. This one is a black and white warbler, and it has a little tiny, very thin bill. And so that gives you an indication that it's an insect eater. Okay. And it has a smooth head, kind of a long tail as well. And the third bird is a yellow-breasted chat. It has a longer bill, it's kind of thick. This one will eat all kinds of things. He loves to eat fruit. That one has a little purple on it because he's been eating berries. But he's a bigger bird, and he also has a long tail. The other thing you want to look at is, where are they? What kind of habitat? Are they in a grassland or in a forested area? Are they in your yard? Because birds live in different places. This one, the titmouse, is an urban bird, but it also likes the forest and edge. So you can see this around town, and they love bird feeders and seeds in the winter. This is an indigo bunting, and you can see the shape of the bill is kind of long, but it's thicker, so he can eat some seeds, but he also likes to eat some insects. This is a migrant, so he's only here in the summer. Okay, and he likes grasslands and edge habitat, so that's where he is, what he's doing. His colors, of course, is the bright blue. Females are a brown with a few feathers with just a hint of blue edging. The other thing is, what are they doing? What's their behavior? Some birds like to stay on the ground, some birds like to be in the tops of trees, some move up and down the trunk of the tree, so what are they doing is another thing. The other thing that's really good for identifying birds is the song, and that takes practice. You can listen for the song and patterns, you can try to put words to it, and then you can help identify them that way as well.